Hi there, my name is Tercy Engelhardt, and I'd like to welcome you, like I have for the past 244 weeks, to the Unreasonably Grateful podcast. And for some of you, this is just week number one. For others of you, you listen in from time to time. And then there are those loyal followers who have been with me for all 244 episodes. And I welcome all of you. One of the purposes of this podcast is to connect our stories. And I want to thank you for letting me be a part of your journey and you being a part of my journey. It's an honor to walk together. And I want you to know that I appreciate you. I know that we learn from one another's stories, their experiences. And, I learned from people sharing their stories with me. And so the purpose of this is really not that I have any answers for you, but in sharing my story, you may hear something that resonates in a way that perhaps it hasn't resonated before. And that gives you like a clue, a key to your own puzzle as you sort of untangle the sort of twisted, knotted up parts of ourselves and begin to become more of who we were created to be and pursue what you're passionate about and heal and appreciate who you are. And so, yeah, thank you. I'm grateful that you're here. The wisdom comes from my 39 years of recovery after living an addictive lifestyle for 20 years. And there isn't a day that I'm not grateful. And I can remember when I couldn't imagine one day. And for me to be saying 39 years feels completely miraculous. So I wish for you, if it's your first day, your 100th day, your 1000th day, I wish for you the ongoing success and healing that I believe is possible. Okay, so I also on Tuesdays offer sessions where I get to sit as an elder. Obviously, they're digital sessions, and I get to see you, I get to sit with you, I get to hear you and listen, and I get to reflect back to you. And that's the honor. The part is sharing with you what I see and what I hear, which my experience has told me is always a more grand, more beautiful, more compassionate vision of yourself. And oftentimes that gives us a little nudge to begin to move closer to seeing ourselves for who we really are rather than for that image that we've taken on over the course of our lifetime. And some of us, it's the lies you believe, and some of it's just distorted. And it's beautiful to be able to have somebody reflect who we really are and us to begin to grasp a hold of that view of ourselves. So if it's something you're interested in, you can go to tercyengelhut.com under work together and set yourself up for a time to be with me. Okay, so this particular episode is called Test Before You Speak, the test before you speak. And I don't actually know where it came from. I mean, it wasn't at all what I thought I was going to be sharing with you. And then it just popped in. And so I went with it. So I'm guessing that there's somebody that needs to hear this. And probably one of those people is me. So I know that for myself, I'll say things without even thinking really about what I'm saying before it's said. And I haven't thought it through. Or I just react to some quick, uh, you know, crisis moment and I just react. And honestly, sometimes I think, wow, I sound so much like my mother. Or, gosh, I wish I hadn't said that. Or, wow, that's not really what I meant. I don't actually feel that way. Like there's some contrast. Once I get more present, there's a contrast between what I said and what I'm actually feeling or thinking. And so I've challenged myself to take this test. And I want to challenge you. And I want to challenge you to do it this week and then ongoingly. And the test is before you speak, you ask yourself, is it kind? Is it true? Is it helpful? And if you don't have a yes answer to any of those, then you don't say it. So it's an easy way to just slow down and make sure that our response or our words match what's actually going on for ourselves. So is it kind? Is it true? There's lots of ways you could say this. Is it kind? Is it true? Is it necessary? Is it helpful? However you want to say it. Why would you be saying anything other than things that were that? Well, the only reason you would be is because you're probably functioning out of your unconscious and you're reacting, overreacting, probably, as I often do. And so slowing it down and asking yourself those questions allows you to think about that kind of automatic speech that would be coming out if you didn't slow down and question yourself. But questioning yourself actually helps you get present for the moment and gives you the opportunity to say and to choose words that actually fit who you are and what you're committed to, what you're up to. And so if your words don't pass that test, then keep them to yourself. I suppose um, I can think of as a child being punished, being sent to my room. And, I think the training was if you don't have something nice to say, don't say anything at all. Well, I suppose this is some version of that. But I'm not saying everything that you say has to be nice. I'm just asking you to look at, is it true? Is it necessary? Is it helpful? There are a lot of true, necessary, and helpful things that we could say in a kind way, but that not necessarily considered kind. They might be meaningful feedback or a correction or just this is my experience and something I'd love for you to consider. Or there's so many things that we say that if we run them past that test, we would still say them, but we would say them in a way where they actually could be received. And when something can be received, then it's impactful. But if you find that people are defending or protecting themselves after you speak, or you're defending or protecting yourself after someone else speaks, I suggest you or they haven't run what they have to say past that test in order to have it be more meaningful, in order for what you say to land like an opportunity in the life of the other person. So take that on this week. Is it kind? Is it true? Is it meaningful? Is it necessary? Just ask yourself those questions before you speak. Try it on and then see the difference that makes. And I'll be here next week. And I look forward to seeing you.